How does inflation affect crypto? First, we need to define inflation. Inflation is when a currency like the dollar, pound, or euro loses value over time, which in turn causes the price of goods to rise. While the inflation rates of fiat currencies that we use today can be very unpredictable, Bitcoin and some other cryptocurrencies are designed to experience predictable and low rates of inflation. With inflation ramping up again, it is important that we identify what makes Bitcoin and crypto so appealing, which is the idea that they are more resistant to inflation than fiat currencies like the US dollar. Most economists believe that some levels of inflation are actually good for the economy. Because of this, the US government, for example, has printed way more money than consumers actually need for decades. This is the reason why a dozen eggs that cost $1.72 1 year ago cost over $6 today. Bitcoin, on the other hand, has generally increased in value a lot faster than the US dollar has lost value, starting from basically nothing in 2009 to over $69,000 at its all-time high near the end of 2021. Yes, of course, Bitcoin is volatile and has seen tremendous spikes and declines, but the general trend has been upwards. This is what makes Bitcoin a very popular hedge against fiat currency inflation. What makes Bitcoin resistant to inflation is that its supply is limited and known, and the creation of new Bitcoin will taper off over time in a predictable way. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin, and every 4 years the amount of new Bitcoin that is created is cut in half. So why is inflation important for crypto? Because higher rates of inflation for fiat currencies will encourage people to invest more into digital money. Because the US dollars or euros or pounds or whatever fiat currency your country uses that is just sitting in a savings account is actually losing value over time. Bitcoin cannot be manipulated by governments adjusting rewards rates or printing more money to achieve their policy goals. Bitcoin is similar to other scarce assets like gold, but it is much easier to transfer and is much easier to store. All you need is the internet, and as it evolves, you won't even need that. Governments have shown that they think they can just print their way out of any situation. One day the bubble will burst, and when it does, you'll wish you had some crypto.